is the day, everyone. Book launch day. I'm super excited. This has been a long time coming. I am super excited, and I'm also just kind of relieved. I have told you on past episodes and past whatever, it has been just an interesting journey, and it's here. Look at this beaut. And I'm super excited because bad stuff is still happening. And let me explain this to you. Even right now, in this moment, I had planned on doing this sooner, and the audio cut out. Why? Because why not? It was working perfectly fine. I left and came back, and it wasn't. And I feel like in some ways everything I've been doing has just been an uphill battle. But in other ways it's been so easy and effortless. And I want you to capture that because the expertise, the knowledge, it's all in your head. This whole thing, it's still in my head. I even have new ideas for the next one. You just have to go through the steps, and it's so exciting, and I can't. But every step of the way, I have personally felt like every step has been an uphill battle, facing the giants, overcoming, having to punch them in the throat, do a roundhouse kick into the shin, and then their head, and then stab them in the throat with a Microtech Halo. But the point is, just get your expertise out there. I guess that's really the point. If I were to say anything and just have a takeaway, why am I in this? Like, we're friends and I want to relax. I didn't even need this, but I didn't want to look sloppy like some of the other videos where I look like people are like texting me. They're like, "You okay?" Like, is everything fine? I want to say thank you. Did I finish my first train of thought? You have a message, you have a mission, and I want you to get it out there. I truly do. My whole goal with this is to get it. I want to partner with people and help tens of thousands of businesses and partner with people that are complementary to my mission and goal, and people who become clients take their expertise and get it out there so we can create this synergistic ripple effect. And in some ways, I'm like, I remember the first battle of my first book, which is right over here too. And it was like, it was just getting it done. And now I'm like, I could have done that thing in like a few hours. This has been, I always try to challenge myself. So to everyone who has supported the launch, I thank you so much. It's meant the world to me. Some of the days where it just wasn't going extremely well, let's say, I I'm trying to like relax here, and even that didn't look bad. Like, I guess that's something to be thankful for, but I'm just so thankful. I am so for all the challenges, for all the uphill battles. I don't regret a thing, and I never do. It's never fun when it's happening, but it's here. My dream, my goal for you to get it in your hands is now possible. And it's not just possible, it's been happening for a minute. And there's still a lot of behind the scenes stuff going on. I mean, even today, I booked more speaking engagements. Thankful, excited about those. More stuff is going on. Conversations for partnerships. Like, I am. Hello. I'm aiming 10 years down the road. And so part of me wants this to be perfect. So that everything's perfect. But really, and now this thing, cancel. But life never is. And in this moment, I'm thinking of all the stuff I've said to people about, don't worry about it. You know, you're the best at what you do. Don't compare your chapter 30 to their, no, don't compare your chapter 1 to their chapter 30. And I talked myself down today because there's a lot of stuff that I still want to do that still didn't go right. And I'm like, this is it. Time's up. Game's up. And my brain instantly switched back to where I'm actually more comfortable, and that's the promotion and partnerships, sales, business, whatever you want to call it. And I'm excited because people have been reaching out going, hey, can you speak here? Can you do this? I'd love to have you do this. I'd love to have you speak to my group. I'd love to have you speak to my organization. And even last night, it was a little overwhelming because I've been working towards all this. This was the goal, and it's happening, and I knew it would, but I really hope you take it to heart too when you do your book. And if you have one, there's a lot of people that have been coming to me like with ideas to relaunch it because the first one didn't go the way they expected. And if you don't have one, you should. And if you do have one, did you do it at the highest level or did you just get it out there? And congrats, because I know what it took. In my first one, I'd say I did it at the highest level I could at the time with what I knew. And one of the things I've been thinking about is like, what should I do with all my other ones? Should I finesse these? And right now the answer is no, because I'm putting everything on this one. And if you didn't see the cover 36 seconds ago, here it is again. Yeah. The back cover, the inside cover, the front here. Careful, careful. There's still something I'm not showing you, to be honest. There's something I'm not showing you. If you get a copy, you'll see it. But I've been intentionally rewarding those who support me and not giving away the farm like before, completely public. You better believe I still am. But 10 years ago, I used to just, let me do this, let me do this, let me do this, let me do this. And I still do. But there's a lot of people who don't appreciate it. And it hurt. Like, it still does. And there's things I have not said because if you don't want to support it, that's cool. It's your prerogative. But don't expect people to bend over backwards to make your life better when you don't do anything for them. I guess that wasn't even a nice way of saying it, but there's a lot of special things that are in here that I'm only sharing and revealing with people who are in the know. And this isn't even a marketing thing or like, oh, did I hit the fourth bullet point? There's things I've thought about and I go, you know what, this is too special to me. And if someone doesn't care, then I don't either. You know, there's a lot in life that takes me back to the movie Batman Begins, and he says, you know, I don't need to kill you, but I don't need to save you. And up until just a few years ago, I really, truly do want to help so many people, but if they can't help themselves even a smidgen, you know, I think it's the Coast Guard and stuff that talks about, like, if someone's drowning, you know, you or the airplane thing, it's like, if you don't want to get pulled down in the process too. Look at that, making all those complete closed loops. So, I don't know. This might be more for me than anyone. And you know what? I'm worth it. And so are you. But if you didn't know, I have a new book. It's called The Expert Authority Effect Publishing Method. It's written by me. And it's also narrated by me. That's kind of fun to say too. The Expert Authority Effect Publishing Method. Written by Mario Ficini. Narrated by Mario Ficini. Heck, that sounds as good as it does everywhere else because it's my voice the whole time. And we're only speaking life into my future. This is the beginning. This is not the end. I'm still now 3 months ahead, 6 months ahead, a year ahead from where I'm at, but I'm also taking a moment and just really saying thank you. There's not enough time, but I hope, I just want to say thank you. I sincerely want to help and help you, and I know I can, and this is my best work. And whether it's in the book, the training, the course, the 5-day writing challenge, the bonus, the this. Oh, and this is, I'm sharing some things, but this is not the deconstruction video. If you get that bonus, if you get a copy of the book, it's included in the bonus. But I kind of can't wait to do that because I learned a lot. That's for darn tootin'. Trying to make jokes and smile, helps to keep from crying. But let's show this baby off one more time. I didn't, you know what? Let's thank our sponsor real quick. And we're back. Let's show this baby off real quick. I'm kind of at a loss for words. I've said so much and there's so much in here. I wrote a freaking novel. Literally. I was having a call with my formatter and we were talking about things. And what do you know? I wrote a novel. So, kind of thrilled about that. I reveal something in chapter 5 or 6. I don't know. I'll figure it out later. I got to update that. For my own internal notes, there's something I reveal in the book that I've said on occasion publicly, but it's not. There's something I revealed in the book. And when I was having the call with her, it was kind of very revealing. Let's say that. Surreal, if you will. So I'm kind of calm, but should I flap my hands around a little bit more and be excited? And you go, oh, wow. Like, I mean, more than anything, I'm excited for what this decade, where everything's going. And I want to encourage you that no matter if it's going good, bad, or indifferent, one, God is always good. And two, what better way than with a book analogy of don't compare your chapter 1 to someone else's chapter 30 and turn the page. See, when you have a physical book you can do this. For all the ebook, I'll behave. Not for long though. Every day is a new day. And while we're being honest, yesterday I didn't feel super great. And I'm like, you gotta be kidding me. There's no way. And my birthday's next week. And I'm going to be with my friends in Lauderdale this weekend. And we're having a celebration all week, and it didn't stop because I've been celebrating all year. And there's more good stuff coming after this. This is not like... It's not, though. I was going to say this isn't the pinnacle of the year. It very much is. This quarter? I don't know. I want your life so packed with good stuff that it's just confusing. I want you to have these problems. And I sent out an email. Whenever. It doesn't matter. This perfectionism crap is just, you'll drive you batty. Not everything has to be perfect. You most certainly aren't. None of us are. But why was I taught, like, if you don't do 100% on everything you do in every scenario, you're not a success? You can't be afraid of failure. You can't have a breakthrough unless something breaks down. It might be you. It might be the book. It might be the binding. It might be the live stream. And there's so much that's so revealing. And that's how I found the audio issue. I was listening. I have comedy stuff queued up on YouTube over here. I can't wait to listen to that in a few minutes when I'm done with this. But there's stuff I have, and there's this song. It's a great song. I remember it from years ago, and it just came to me recently. And I'm thinking about something else. I gotta check on something. I'll get back to you on that. But one of the lyrics is... No, it's Godzilla. Okay. It's by James Bay, and it's I'll let you be you, and I'll be me. Yeah, I think that's right. Close enough. The only one you're battling is yourself. And I'm excited to say right now I won. I knocked myself out. And I'm excited about that because there was a few times when, even today, there's a lot of great people. There's a lot of other great people launching their books too today. 2/2/22. And that wasn't by coincidence. But you know what? It's not the only day. It's not the only time I'm going to launch this. I already have plans for a relaunch. I already have plans for what I can improve. I already have plans. And that's where you can do all this other stuff. And it's like, you know what? I'm not going to compare my chapter, let's say 10 or 38, depending what we're going on next week, to someone else's, wherever they're at. Because you know what? The progress in the last 6 months of this, some of it is hard to believe. And other stuff is so easy and effortless. I'm so excited to see where the future takes me from here. I already know it's on a right track. It already paid off. It already was worth it. Personally, the decision I made the second I made it. Professionally, let's say within a few weeks. Financially, also very soon. Personally, professionally. Physically, it took a little bit more of a toll than I thought, but then it helped me improve other stuff. Emotionally, roller coaster. Red Hot Chili Peppers song. Yeah, that one. Right now we're in a good space. I'm going to show off the book cover one more time and kind of wrap this up because I'm basically just wanted to cover thank you and every business needs a book, including yours. And if you already have one, I really would like to seriously reach out, email me. I would like to see what you did because there's a lot of people who have come to me the last decade and they already had the manuscript done. I'd say 40% are people with books and it never launched. It was never promoted. It was never marketed right, or they didn't incorporate something from my process that they could and should have had the person they were working with known or cared, whatever. And that's fine. I care less about being able to say, yes, you worked with me, more than saying, you're going to help your tens of thousands of people, hundreds of thousands of people. But first, we need to shore this up so that way the hole's not in the bucket moving forward because you're right there. And for all the other publishers out there that do this kind of crap, I want to kick you in the throat. And I mentioned some of this in the book, and it kind of irritates me. At first, I didn't know any better. Well, I noticed that I was new, and it didn't matter because there was less people. Then it was like, huh? Really? And I flat out saw people using my messaging, using my names, using whatever to a degree. A good amount massaging stuff around and recoloring it, like really. And one flat out took the graphics from the webinar. I'm like, really? You're that lazy? And now there's stuff I put in the book that I flat out say is kind of controversial, and I almost redacted it. But you know what? There's too many good people out there that don't know any difference. And if I irritate some people, what's new? My whole life. Welcome. Don't care. Never did. I am tired of hearing good people that have a message not getting their due the way they should and having a great experience. I have a real problem with that. And there's stuff I put in the book that was probably edgier than I should have. There's nothing bad like the rest of the ideas I have for movie scripts. But I'm also not going to just go, oh, sorry to hear about that. Okay, well, better luck next time. No, I seriously, it irritates me that there's people out there that are doing bad stuff to people. I really don't get near me. I'll kick you in the throat. But for the people who have been there, I'm glad we get to meet. I have a lot of good stuff in here. If we never work together, there's good stuff in here I have no doubt will help you. Should you want to, hey, you're welcome to apply. And if you're really cool, and if I think you're nice enough that we'd hang out and have a good time, maybe you will be a client, and we're going to have a lot of fun. And you're going to have the best experience of your life. And we're going to help a lot of people in the process, and it's going to be very memorable. I'm still improving a lot. I'm still enhancing a lot. I'm still changing a lot. But if there's one thing I've gotten right since day one, it was not always confidence. It was not always the fastest person. And like I said on an earlier episode, the man who thinks he can. Good one. Great one. Listen to it. From day one, I remember sitting on my bed, writing down before I started the company. Walt Disney gave me a good start. Maybe if he's lucky, I'll invite De Niro to my party. And I was just writing down stuff that to most would seem outlandish. And I had a giant asterisk around always deliver premium service, treat people like gold. The entire rest of the process is not rocket science. It's paper, it's binding, it's, I'm very thankful, don't get me wrong. But it's not rocket science. But there's a reason no one will ever be able to touch me and my business and my process and what I do. Because not all books are published the same. I want you to have the best premium experience. I thank you for the support. I can't wait to get this in your hands, in your ears, and everything. And let's see where this goes, because I already know where it's at and I know where it's going. And I'm not going to do a laundry list of 58 different thousand combinations, but I'm thankful for you and the journey we're on together. Let's grow, be successful, change the world, help people, and have a great time doing it. And with that, Expert Authority World, have a great day. God bless. And I will see you on the next one.